Hey folks, let's review order of operations, or properties of operations, I should say, not order. Those are two different things. Properties of operations. We've got 5 of them we're going to cover, okay? First, we're going to cover the commutative property. Commutative property sounds like community, right? Well, here's what it stands for. The commutative property states that the order of the numbers may change, but the sum of the product will remain the same. Think of it like a community. If you have a little community with 200 people in it, they may move positions on the streets all day, but it's going to be the same community. It'll have the same meaning, much like what we have here. This property applies to addition and multiplication. The rule is as follows: A plus B equals B plus A, or A times B equals B times A. Now I'll redo the examples for you to show what I mean. If I have 2 plus 3, that's the same as 3 plus 2. Notice how the order of the numbers just flip-flopped. Both of those equal 5, right? Or 3 times 4 equals 4 times 3. Same thing. The order flip-flopped. You got the same meaning. Both equal 12, right? So, the associative property, it states that the grouping of the numbers can change and the sum of the product will remain the same. This property applies to both addition and multiplication. If you notice on the rule, you've got A plus B plus C equals A plus B plus C. But what do you have? You have parentheses. And remember, if we followed GEMDAS, parentheses you have to do first. So what that is saying is this: A plus B plus C equals B plus C plus A. Okay? If you followed the GEMDAS. And then it's the same thing with the multiplication below. It's talking about which portions of the problem happen first. And in addition and multiplication, you're going to get the same answers. 2 plus 3 plus 2 is equal to doesn't matter which one I do first, right? Oops, I put the parentheses in the wrong spot. Let me go back. 2 plus 3 plus 2. So either way you get 8. Both of these will equal 8. Same with multiplication. 2 times 3 times 1. 2, 3, 1. Whether I put the parentheses here or I put the parentheses there. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 1 is 6. Well, if I come over here, on the right side here, 3 times 1 is 3. 2 times 3 is 6. Either way, you get the same answer, right? Okie dokie. Distributive property. The distributive property takes the number and multiplies it to everything inside the parentheses. The property works over addition and subtraction. Now here's the rules to decide. A times B plus C equals A times B plus A times C. And the same thing with subtraction. But here's what that's saying. It's saying 2 times 3 plus 4 is equal to 2 times 3 plus 2 times 4. You're taking the 2 and giving a little bit to each one of those numbers. And that is 2 times 3 is 6, plus 2 times 4 is 8, and that equals 14. And it's the same thing with subtraction. Okay? The identity property. The identity property shows a given number is itself, when multiplied by 1 or added to a 0, multiplied by 1 or added to 0. It acts like a mirror. These act like mirrors. What I'm saying is this. 2 times 1 equals what? It equals 2, right? These numbers are the same. 4 plus 0 equals 4. Yeah, see? The 4s are the same. They act like mirrors. But you have to pay attention, folks. You got to pay attention to that operation and what's going on. Okay? Now, and here's the reason why. Look down here in this blue square. I've got 0 property of multiplication. The 0 property of multiplication states that any number times 0 equals 0. So you have to pay attention to the operation, because notice the problem before. I had 4 plus 0 equals 4. But if I have 4 times 0, it equals 0. Okay, so that operation, that what's going on, determines a lot. Any number times 0 equals 0. That is the 0 property of multiplication. All right, folks, take you a minute. Go back and review if you need to. Check out your exit slip and your practice problems and let us know if you need any help. Otherwise, I'll touch base with those who don't or who have problems with the exit slip.